Alright guys, let's get these videos going. I like to complete all the videos for the breeding pairs for 2023 in a short period of time, because I do have youngsters that are going to be weaned here in the next week or so. And I'd really like to get those youngsters in the videos with the parents, just again to give you guys something more to look at than just a pair of birds and me talking about them. So let's move right along, guys. Pair number 4 this year is a new mating. This here is Phoenix. Phoenix has made it to 104 this year. 104 is a direct daughter of the 155 cock. The 155 cock, you guys obviously know from the previous videos, has been one of my foundation birds. I think it's a nice mating. I like the way they look together. Unfortunately, this cockbird here has really let me down. I think he's starting to show a repetitive pattern. Last season I had him mated over a different hen, and I don't remember if they gave me 2 eggs and only 1 made it per nest, or if they only gave me 1 egg per nest. I'll have to double check that. But this season he's sort of doing the same thing. He gave me 2 eggs where 1 was viable, 1 was not. I then decided to move another egg under them so they can raise both youngsters and I can move forward with the second pair. Well, that egg ended up failing a week later, and then the day of hatch they decided to not sit on their own egg. That youngster I was able to salvage, and I put it under the Chris pair, which ended up becoming a blue checker, and I don't think it is from them, unfortunately. So they are 0 for 0 at this point. And again, I'm starting to see another pattern, because on her second round she only gave me 1 egg. I'm not saying that's his fault. That could definitely be on her, but I do think it's because they're nest jumpers. They run off the nest as fast as they possibly can when I come in here, and I have been opening the aviaries, which I'm starting to doubt whether or not I want to continue doing that while I'm breeding youngsters. And in the same token, is this bird worth it? I mean, yeah, he was first drop at the 250. He is my only remaining son off of Casanova. I do like, obviously you guys know I like reds, and it's, you know, it pains me to say that he might not be here next season. But he's got 1 more round to go, and if he can't prove to be a decent breeder, I'm not going to put the extra effort in him anymore. And although, again, it pains me to even say I want to get rid of a red, because you see how far and few between there are good ones there actually are, I will have to get him, get him out. I mean, it is what it is, guys. I can't put any extra energy on a bird that just doesn't do the job when I have a dozen other pairs that are doing the job without any extra effort. But we'll see. We'll give him 1 more shot. I think their egg now is due probably in a couple days. So I'm hoping and praying that they at least raise 1 decent youngster and maybe give me 2 viable youngsters for round 2, just to race this season. And again, unless they become phenomenal racers, I think this may be his last year. And although, again, he's a really good-looking young bird. Jeez, he's a really good-looking 2-year-old. He's got to go. I mean, it is what it is, guys. But let's move right along. All right, guys, let's move right along. Pair number 5 and their youngsters. Pair number 5 this year, guys, is a remate. That is Boy Blue and the Cocoa Hen. Boy Blue and the Cocoa Hen. You know, what can I say about them, guys? They have bred me so many good youngsters over the years. I think one of my top producing pair of birds, to be honest with you. They're not all winners, but they're always on top. I won a 100-mile race with their youngster. I took 7th place on the big money race, bringing home a nice pot with the second youngster. That youngster, in fact, is at Firebird Loft this year. The Cocoa Hen I sent with 1028 is a direct daughter off of this pair here. And I wanted to send them something off of my best, and that's why I chose that hen over any other. I do believe, again, that there's something there, and I'm hoping that he can bring something out of them. And more than anything, I hope they do well for him. Because you guys know they don't always breed good youngsters. Even your best birds are going to breed more junk than good. So it is what it is. This pair has given me so many good youngsters that I've decided to send one of these babies to Little Loft on the Hill this year. And that baby is right dead center here. This little, I don't know what you would call that, little splash chocolate. I like him so much, guys, that I think I'm willing to send him, only because I know if I put any extra energy or any extra effort in any baby, that's the one that gets hawked. That's the one that doesn't come home. That's the one that just goes missing randomly. And because I like him so much, I think I'm going to send them off and wish him the best. Not saying he's going to be a winner, but I think it definitely gives me a good chance at sending decent youngsters. I know it's all for fun, guys, and the competitive side of us really comes out when when we're given that option to be competitive. And of course, I'm going to try to send something off my best, as I would expect everybody that's sending birds will be sending off of their best. So I wish everybody the best of luck, guys. That's the youngster that I'll be sending to Little Loft this year. I have not chosen my second youngster. I do have a couple in mind, but I'm going to give it a couple more days, maybe even another week, just to see for sure which one I want to send. But that's pair number 4, or let me correct myself, pair number 5, guys. Boy Blue and the Cocoa Hen, and they're 2 youngsters. Alright guys, pair number 6 and the final pair in today's video, and one that I'm absolutely the most excited for this year. I'm so excited that it took me, this is probably my 6th or 7th shot to try to take and make this video with this pair here. There's so much I want to talk about, and the reason why this mating here is so special to me. Not to say that these youngsters are going to go off and win races and become foundation quality. I'm not saying that. But what I'm most excited about is this is the culmination, guys, of what I've been working on for the last few years. That there is a chocolate hen. I don't know if the video quality shows, but she is in fact chocolate or indigo. She took 11th place in this year's big money race, bringing home a nice money pot. Obviously, that's Gingerbread Man up here in the front blocking her view. This is my first 3-way cross, guys. A few years back, I've decided to change my breeding program and stop focusing on pure lines of pigeon and start moving forward with specific birds from specific families. And you guys know I've talked about the 155 family. I've talked about the Chris family of birds, Gingerbread family, and I'm trying to build something off of Titan. I think I can, and I think he's done well enough that I will be able to breed something off of Titan. But nonetheless, guys, this is my first 3-way cross. If we look at a pedigree off of these youngsters here, you will find 3 of my top breeding cock birds all in one pedigree. Does that make these youngsters any better than any other youngsters? Absolutely not. But for my breeding, for the future of my breeding, this is what I want to get to. I want to get every pedigree. I want it to show all my top breeding cock birds, all the blood off of my best into the birds that I'll be moving forward with. So if one of these youngsters happen to do super in the races this year, he will be going over either Titan or a descendant of Titan to give me my 4-way cross. And then I will have achieved the epitome of what I'm trying to achieve, guys. Again, this doesn't make these youngsters any better. This doesn't prove that, adding these 2 birds is going to be a click mating. I'm simply saying I'm excited because this is what I've been really pushing for. This is the culmination of what I'm striving to achieve. I want all my youngsters to have all of the best blood that I have in my loft. And if I hand one out, I know I'm giving one youngster off of all of my best birds. And I'm only moving forward with birds that have performed. That hen earned her place in this box because she did take the 11th place spot, only a few minutes behind the winning bird. I did have to buy her back at auction, and she either went over Titan or went over Gingerbread Man, but I decided to put her over Gingerbread Man this year because this is the next step, basically. Let's take a look at a quick look at the youngsters. And again, I had put 0 energy on this pair because in the previous years, I know how hard I had it trying to get Gingerbread Man youngsters. No surprise, they're red. I don't think he's ever bred anything but red, guys. No matter what hen I put him with, they've always been red youngsters. I've never gotten a silver. I've never gotten any other color. His genes are so strong. Come on. And I'm obviously favoring this little dark one right here. I think that's probably my favorite because I like him dark. But no more to say, guys. I hope you guys understand what I mean. I'm really, again, trying to get all my babies to have all my main cock birds in the pedigree. And it doesn't mean one bird is what produced the winner. I can't tell you how many times I hear guys say, oh, he's a great grandson of this one bird. Can you imagine how many grandparents, how many parents are on that pedigree? And to say that bird is good just because the great grandparent was Mona Lisa or some nonsense like that, that's crazy talk, guys. That's crazy talk. But when you see a pedigree and all of your best birds are in the background, all of them, I think that's the goal I'm trying to achieve. And we'll see if it works, guys. Follow along. I'll obviously be filming some of the races and some of the race results. And if these birds end up doing well, I know that my future in what I'm doing is obviously working, and I'll be moving forward with that. So this time next year, I'm hoping to have one of these youngsters over something off of Titan, because I think Titan's done well enough that I want to move forward with his side of the line. And if I had to think, I think Titan is somewhere back there. But nonetheless, guys, we'll end it here. I'll shoot another 3 videos here in the next couple days before I wean these youngsters, and then we'll move forward with different videos, guys. We'll see you on the next one.